Hello everyone, welcome to another video from Your Tech Today. So this video I'm making because a lot of you had this question, which one to go for, the View Iconium 55-inch 4K LED TV or the LeEco 55-inch 4K LED TV. So this is going to be a comparison between the both. I have somehow with great difficulty got both the TVs in the same frame, and obviously the camera is going to pick up both the TV's image, and you will get some sort of an idea from that, but I will also tell my verdict in the end of the video, that what do I think, which one should you go for in this price range. So I have a few points, so we will start with that, and this fireplace video will keep running. It's an MPEG-4 Full HD video which both the TVs are playing, and you can sort of get an idea of how both the TVs are doing. So the price of the View Iconium when I had reviewed it was about 65,000 rupees or around $900, and LeEco is available for 60,000 rupees, and if some offer is there, you can even get it for 55,000. that is about $800 to $850. But right now the View Iconium is jumped up to in price up to 80,000 on Flipkart. So that's the big difference here. View would have been a competition to LE if the price was same, but now that the price has increased, so it's a little bad for the View. Next is build. So the build on the LE is, the frame is made out of aluminium. It feels very nice. It's much thinner than the View TV, but both TVs are pretty good in the build quality, and there is nothing like, you can't say the View is bad in build quality and the LE is better. It's just that the design on the LE, the metal frame which is used, feels much more premium, and the stand obviously is just an eye catcher. If you're going to use the stand to mount this TV on a table or something, then definitely LE wins in this department of build. And next point I would like to talk about is the specifications. So the View Iconium TV is a 55-inch 4K A+ panel, but it is a VA panel, so vertical alignment, that is the full form of VA. So what VA does is it produces better blacks compared to IPS, which is the LE. But that does not mean that the contrast ratio is better on the View. So the LE has an IPS panel, so that means better viewing angles, good color reproduction, true to natural color reproduction, which is not the case with the VA panel. But VA panel also gives you similar viewing angles to IPS, not exactly same, but IPS has the better viewing angles, and VA can match it a little bit. It's better than TN panels. Another thing I would say about the hardware of the TVs is that the speakers on the LE are much better than View. View was pretty good in terms of speakers, but till I heard LE, it totally blew away the View speakers. Now about the software, what both the TVs are running is, LE runs on an Android-based software, which is EUI, which is a custom software or a skin which is running over Android. Whereas in the View, you do not have an Android-based system; it's their own custom software which is running. So I haven't got even a single update from View in the past 8 or 9 months since I'm using the TV. So definitely running Android on a TV is much better than having a custom software or a operating system, which is difficult to modify later by the company itself. So points go to LE over here. Because LE is using Android, you get a lot of features, and they're offering a fantastic value for money over here. They offer you LE VIDI, that is a video on demand service, which is free for 2 years right now, at least when you're buying the TV, whereas nothing like that is available with View. They offer you a USB port on top of the screen where you can put a camera. I have tried my Microsoft LifeCam camera, but that didn't work. I think you have to buy the camera from LE itself, which will be available shortly, and it also has its own mics on top, which is going to capture your voice, and I think it has some kind of a noise cancellation system also, which is built in on top of the TV. So in terms of software, a lot of features are there. There are good browsers. You can download apps on the LE, install your own, sideload your own apps. So the memory is limited, but still at least the option is there, whereas on View you cannot do anything. Both the TVs are totally different in terms of the features they offer. So in terms of features, definitely it goes to the LE compared to View. And obviously View is a 1-year-old TV now, so technology had to improve, and LE is a welcome upgrade from the company, and definitely if you want the maximum features in your TV, definitely go for LE. So LE also has wireless AC. That means you can have a faster internet, as well as you can share media faster throughout your network in your home, and you can share higher bandwidth files from your PC or your NAS to the TV easily, and it will be a seamless experience because wireless 5 gigahertz is much faster than wireless 2.4. So now the main question comes is about video quality. So let's check the video quality, and as per your suggestions or your questions in the previous video, I'm going to compare the cable TV, which I have an Airtel DTH connection. It's an HD DTH connection. So I'm going to show you a bit of SD connection, SD quality, as well as HD quality. Please understand that I cannot show a lot of content because as I put this video, it just gets struck down by copyright from YouTube. So I will only be able to show content which is copyright free. So that's why this fireplace video is also running, because till now I haven't had copyright issues with this. So let's quickly shift to a cable connection on both the TVs and we will check the quality. So guys, this is an SD channel running. It's FX, the name of the channel. So you can see the black levels are much deeper on the view, but LE is having a hard time with the totally darkest blacks, because VA panels do have better blacks. So I'm sure that is pretty evident over here in the video also. So I'm splitting the connection using an HDMI splitter, which is an active one. It's a powered one, so we do not face any loss of quality when we are splitting the signal. So here you can get an idea about how both the TVs are handling standard definition content. And even if it is not evident in the camera, I would say LE is having the edge over here in terms of video quality and SD content. So let's quickly change the channel to HD one. So the same channel in HD. So in this you can see, I can't play it for long, but I will just tell you that the colors on the LE are much more natural and subtle look at the skin tones. They're very, very accentuated on the view. I mean, if you watch the view separately, you will not notice it. And if you watch LE, you will not notice that the colors are so natural. But when they're together, you really notice that how much more saturation and sort of a noise is there on the view in the colors and everything. Whereas on the LE, it's much more smoother. The noise is much more less, and colors are much more close to natural. So I hope the camera is picking up and you can make out the difference. Look at the hair color over there. So everything is like, you feel like, it's not like I've changed the settings. It is as good as I could get it. And look at on the view, it's like so punchy. It looks good, but when you see the LE TV and you really understand what natural colors mean. So again, points go to the LE in terms of natural colors and overall a better picture quality. But one point is that on the view, you get a very good sense of depth when you're watching the video, whereas on the LE, it somehow feels a little flat. So, you know, I don't know why the difference is there. Maybe the contrast or the darker black levels and the edges of the objects, you know, it's very hard to explain. I don't know whether the video is capturing it or not. But you get a sense of depth on the view, whereas on the LE it's sort of flat. Not a bad thing, but this is just a difference that I wanted to mention. Another thing I would like to mention about the difference between the two TVs is that the UI on view is much more slower than what it is on the LE. LE is quick and snappy and navigates really fast to wherever you want to go, whereas view is very slow in that. I think it is because of the better processor. So again, looking at some 4K wallpapers, we can find out the difference in the quality of the picture. You can see here again the colors are much more natural, but on the view the whites are like really punchy and the blacks are really black, whereas on the LE it's okay. It's much more natural, I feel. Also talking about the dynamic range that both the TVs offer, again LE wins in that. It can go up to much, if you watch a video or something, I cannot show you because of copyright issues, but in my testing I have noticed all this, that suppose there is a dark scene, you will see much more details in the shadows and the highlights in the LE compared to the View. View will really black out those areas which are in the shadows, and the highlights will get blown out, whereas LE can produce those very nicely. Same content on both TVs looks very different. So here also you can see on the View the colors are much more saturated, and LE is looking a little bland compared to View, but I think it is better because you get a better representation of the actual image. So another image, you can see the difference. In this, both TVs are almost very similar. So see here, like here the person's skin is looking orangish on the View, whereas on the LE it is looking very natural, the skin tone the way it should be. So yes, you can reduce the saturation and do some settings and get View also to become a little less aggressive with colors. But these are both at standard settings, and both are sort of out of the box settings, and LE is performing better. So this is without much of tinkering with the picture settings. And you must be thinking, why is the View TV looking smaller? Because LE is kept a little front. I cannot put them both next to the wall. So LE is a little bit in front, and View is mounted on the wall. So that is why both of them are looking different in size, but both are 55 inches. So again, another image to show what the color reproduction capabilities are of both TVs. And finally, we'll take a look at this video. It's an H.265 file of sports content, and both TVs are capable of playing it. It's a 60 frames a second file, 4K, and you can actually have a look at the quality and the performance of both the TVs. These are running on 2 pen drives which I have attached to each TV, and I have sort of tried to match both the files together so that they play at the same time. So if there is a slight amount of difference, then it's okay, but I've tried to match it as close as possible. So again, over here, more natural colors on the LE, and more punchy and saturated image on the View. Do let me know in the comment section below, which one do you prefer, which one do you like more. In terms of contrast ratio also, I feel LE is performing better. Obviously the dynamic range, as I told you, is better on LE, but still image quality can be very, very subjective. Some people can like one kind of image quality, others like another type. I was actually a fan of what the View could do, but till I saw LE and I started watching a few movies and TV on it, I actually started appreciating the true colors that the LE can produce. So I hope you understood the video quality and which one do you like more. I like the LE more, but it can be a personal thing. Both are actually good. Again, there is more noise, and if you go up close to the View, you will get more noise in the image because it is trying to increase the colors and everything, so that introduces noise into the image. Motion handling capabilities on both TVs was pretty good. I've never had a problem with the View, and I'm pretty happy with the LE also. But in terms of gaming, when you connect it to your PC as a monitor, the View can go up to 60 Hz, but it reduces the colors and the dynamic range, as I've spoken about it in my gaming review. And it can go up to 60 Hz 4K, but it's really not of an acceptable quality. Whereas the LE can go only up to 1080p 60 Hz, and at 4K it only does 30 Hz, and you can overclock the panel a little bit to go up to 36 Hz. That's the maximum that I could get. So that is one of the cons of the LE, that connected to a PC, if you really want 4K 60 Hz, you will only get it on View. You will not get it on LE. But for gaming, the input lag is much lesser on LE, and View has a bit more input lag compared to LE. So both have YouTube apps. You can download the YouTube app on the LE from the LE store, whereas the View comes pre-installed with the YouTube app. But there is a huge difference which I personally use a lot on a daily basis with my View TV is I use my cell phone to just directly, something like a Chromecast, you can just directly cast to your TV. So I can just press this button and it will go to the TV. Whereas this LE TV, I have not been able to set it up, at least till today. I don't know, in the future maybe it starts working. So now we'll take a look at the audio quality. That was just a quick mention about the feature of the YouTube app of both TVs. Both play up to 1080p and do not go beyond that. Navigation on the LE is much better. So this is the View TV speaker test. There's a lot of bass. Now let's listen to the LE. Immediately I can notice the highs are much crisp, the bass is little less. There's a crispiness to the voice. So my verdict is the sound is better on LE. Yes, the bass is little lesser than View, but overall the sound quality and the loudness is much better on LE. Like maybe about 30 to 40% better than View. So I feel this sort of covers everything. If you have any more questions, I will definitely answer them. There are a few final points that I would like to say. The View does not have any support for an external camera, whereas LE TV does come with a camera, so you need to buy it separately. I don't know, I haven't been able to find any stocks of that camera, and I tried two webcams, one was an HP and one was a Microsoft. Both of them didn't get detected by the TV as cameras, so I think we need to buy the camera which LE sells to use as Skype camera. And again, using as a monitor at full HD 60 Hz, I would really prefer the LE instead of the View, because View does not support full RGB when it is connected over HDMI to a PC. Then obviously the content which is available from LE for its consumers is much better than what View is offering. View is basically not offering anything. They had a tie-up with the Yup TV, which I tried to install and talk to Yup TV, and they said no, your TV is no more supported. So that offer also was a useless one. This is, I'm talking last December 2015 when I bought the TV. So now anyways they're not offering anything. So my conclusion, guys, finally, like I spoke a lot about both the TVs. My conclusion finally is image quality, go for LE. Brightness is little more on the View, but it does not compensate for the better image quality that you get on LE. You get an IPS panel, and you get better true natural colors. You get better sound on LE. You get better operating system. You get better support, better updates on LE. You get more content. That is the 2 years offer. I don't know when you're buying this TV, but as of today, September 2016, when you buy the TV, you get a 2-year subscription for video on demand, and you can watch Yup TV for 2 years for free. All you need is internet. So that is, I know the number of channels are very less right now, but I'm sure they're going to add more. And definitely it's an extra value. If you're spending money, you're getting it. Even if you don't use it, it's there, right? So it's an added value. So there are some movies available. I don't know, LE is not working for me. Let me just show it to you. So this is what LE. So it worked on the first day when I bought the TV, but after that it stopped working. But you can see there are a lot of movies available over here from Eros now, which you can watch for free for 2 years. So another point is the warranty. Okay, now it started working, so that's a good thing. So it was not working from the past 2 days. As you can see, it has started playing the movie, and I don't want again copyright problems. So let me just skip. So the quality is little low, but as it buffers the video in the background, it will go up to full HD, I feel, or at least 720p. So that's another added value for your TV. One more thing which I would say is you get 4 years of warranty, 2 years full TV warranty, and another extra 2 years panel warranty from LE. So for 4 years at least you are worry free that if anything happens to your TV, yes, after 2 years if something is wrong with your motherboard or something of the TV, then obviously it's not covered. But changing a motherboard is much cheaper than changing the whole panel, because you really can't replace the panel and you'll just have to throw away the TV. So for 4 years at least you're worry free that if anything happens to the TV's panel, LE will take care of you. And I feel the LE TV should have better service support. I have no experience with both of them right now, but there is a feeling because LE has been established in a much better way in India, because they have been selling phones also. So whereas View has not been that active, they launched some good products, but after that they have just lost the interest to launch more products in India and give their company a better standing. And some of the viewers have told me that the response from the support team from View is not that good. Personally, I haven't had the chance to use it because the TV has been working fine. So the audio is better, you have more features, the picture quality is better, and the main point is it's cheaper by 20,000 rupees. Or if you can get the offer from a credit card or something, some offers are there in which they would give you 5,000 off. Like I got an offer when I used my HDFC bank card, I got 5,000 off. So instead of 60,000, I paid 55,000 rupees. Almost 54,800 or something. So that is a really good offer, even for 60,000, which is 20,000 less than View. I think it's amazing value for money, and definitely you should go for LE and not go for the View as of today. So if there is any update, if something happens, I will update it in the description and I'll tell you the reason for it. But as of today, you must only go for LE and not go for View, because it will give you much more bang for the buck. If you have any more questions about the differences between the two TVs, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll try to answer your questions as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you clear your doubts about the TV. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends. And one difference that I forgot to mention is the remotes. The remote on the LE is much more advanced. It works, only the power button works on IR, and rest everything works on RF. So that is something I forgot to mention. So basically you don't need to point the remote at the TV. It will work in any way. You can hide it, you can be in the other room also, it will work. It has a mic also. In future there is supposed to be added functionality, whereas the View's remote is just a simple plain one. So old school IR remote. Thanks for watching this video guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.